tap, blah 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 blah. Welcome to Magic the Chatter. Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Magic the Chatter. I'm your host Cal, and in today's video we're going to do some arena gameplay. We're going to do some Brawl with a new commander that I've been playing with, which is Helga, Skittish Seer. Helga is 1 green, a white and a blue for a 1/3 frog druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell at mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card, gain life and put a counter on Helga, and she can tap to add mana of any one colour where X is her power. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells with mana value 4 or greater, or creature spells with X in their mana cost. Now, this deck is a large creature deck, but we're going to have a lot of ways to untap Helga. As you can see from a couple of these cards here. Some early game interaction, which is going to be very important. Some ramp. Interaction like Skyclave Apparition, which isn't going to trigger Helga, but it's a good way of getting rid of things. As well as our creature suite. I'm playing the new Baser today, which is a card that I've been excited for from Bloomburrow. So I think that should be a lot of fun. So as you can see, we've got a lot of larger creatures that we're going to ramp into. Have a lot of fun doing so. And yeah, that's the deck. Hope you enjoy. Let's get straight into it. Now, before we get into the gameplay, quick announcement. Magic the Chatter is now an official affiliate of Magic Madhouse here in the UK, and with that comes an affiliate link. Now, if you guys are going to be spending money in Magic Madhouse anyway, which I know a lot of people who are UK based do, use my link down below. I get a kickback on it, and it supports the channel. And also, if you find yourself here often, subscribe. Here we are heading into our first game. Let's see how we do. Oh, you epic game. Nashi, Illusionist Gadgeteer. I think that's an alchemy card, isn't it? Well, that's not good at first hand. Only one of our colours, we don't want that. It's not much better. I think we're going to mulligan again. That's more takeable. Got a lot of big stuff in our hand though. I think we're going to put this Hullbreaker Horror back. Start off. Let's go grab ourselves a white sauce. On to the opponent. Now, what does Nashi do? Secretly choose a card in your graveyard and conjure a duplicate of it into your hand. If the duplicate isn't land, it begins to flash. Okay. Sultai nonsense. I can live with that. Brainstorm. Just really thinking about this brainstorm. There we go. Path turn again. We will drop an Incubation Druid. You really have to think about that brainstorm. I'm not sure what we've got. Back to us. Yeah, I think that's about it. AFK. Might as well carry on with our game plan. Oh, but he's got an instant in his hand, so we're going to have to wait every time we play something now. And there we go. Victory in the first game, technically. Yeah, we'll take it. Right, on to game 2. Hidetsugu, okay. Interesting one. Look at all our colours, the plot, all the big creatures. I think we keep this. Paradise Druid, I think it's going to be good in this matchup. Whenever you're against black-red nonsense, it always feels like Paradise Druid really does a lot for you. worried about the amount of removal that this deck might have. Pass back. Nice, clean, fair magic from both of us here. Paradise Druid should stick around as long as he hasn't got an edict. Straight back to us. Okay. I suppose our choices now are we either play Helga or we plot this Railway Brawler. I think I might do that. Draw some cards. Play Heater 2, go I assume. Very bright. Okay. An engine. Tormenting Voice. A Platinum Angel that just runs his graveyard. Okay. It's an interesting one. I think we're gonna play Helga. Play this plotted Railway Brawler. We did hit the land, so we'll play the land. I think we keep the Broodmoth on top. I think that's a good one for next turn. I think we've got combat and not attack. I am worried about this Paradise Druid getting shocked. Hoping putting that extra counter on Helga has now got it out of range of any bane he might have. He's going to steal my Railway Brawler. That's not good. Gonna hit me with it. I don't think I'm gonna block. It is until end of turn. That's not too bad. He might sacrifice it. Yeah, there we go. Well worked, opponent, well worked. Right, we have a lot of options here. I think Gold Vein Hydra for as much as we can might be the play here. Do it for 4, 5, 6. I think we can do it for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes, 6. So we'll play Gold Vein Hydra for 6. Oh, he's untapped. Go for combat. Hit him with the Hydra. Put some pressure on. Crack this passage. I think we're gonna get a white here. Just a bluff. Some kind of removal. Surveil land from our opponent. He has to deal with this Gold Vein. He's going to steal it. This seems to be a theme of this deck. He's going to sacrifice it and get the treasure for himself. That is a problem. I think what we really need to do now is just draw some cards. I think we'll play Gorklaw. Let's play a land. And let's play Karuga and draw some more cards. Not bad. We can play... Do we play the Broodmoth or do we play Toski? No, I think we play the Broodmoth, don't we? Or maybe just the Vigilance would be good enough. No, I think we're going to go Broodmoth. Go Broodmoth. Good combat. Let's discard this Plains. Pass to our opponent and see what they're going to steal this turn. Difference is I can now block pretty profitably, unless he steals the Broodmoth, of course, but 3 damage in the air isn't too bad. Meteor Golem, okay. What's he going to take out? Broodmoth. Makes sense, get rid of it while it's a problem. Looking at our hand. Oh, okay. Of course, it's Toronto. It's an interesting one. I think here do we just Voracious Hydra for 2? Angelic Ascension. Or do we just go to combat? Do we just play, I think we'll play Toski. I'm sure he can't really block profitably. Play the Sarah Guardian. I think we head to combat. I'm going to start swinging. Can I give Trample? Should be hitting now. Toski's going to draw us some more cards. Is he dead on board? He might be dead on board. Yes, he is. Okay. Should have played the Shalai. Golem's gonna come back. What's he gonna blow up? Probably Helga? Gorklaw? No, that makes sense, give him the trample. I'm gonna draw some cards off of Toski. And you know what? Don't hate it. I think I'm gonna play Shalai. Then that's it. I'm going to discard 3 cards at my end step, so I think I'm going to discard 2 mana dorks and Dryad. A couple of board wipes in case things go south. We're 2 life. We've got to feel like we've got this in the bag now. I think that Shalai is going to be a problem for him. He's going to try and kill himself. Didn't work. We'll block here. Play his Hidetsugu. Sacks Hidetsugu. Gains away. Lose 2 life. I think he is trying to kill himself. And there we go. That's a victory. That was a looking at the end of the board state here. It's you can see how quick Helga can get out of be a problem. Things like Sarah Guardian give him vigilance as well, let us attack through and still have the chance to tap out. That's what let us cast Shalai. That was a really good showing for the deck, I think. On to our next game. Looks like we're against Helga. I'm assuming this is going to be some kind of vampire tribal. Yeah. Maybe life gain. In terms of an opening hand, I don't hate it, that's for sure. I do like having a board wipe in the opener. A couple of ways to destroy artifacts and enchantments. Yeah, we'll keep that. Looks like we are on the play, so I'll drop this meticulous archive. I think that might be a bit expensive for what we're doing right now. Hope that doesn't bite us putting that in the graveyard. -2 from our opponent. We'll play the Besiege and the Canker Bloom. Canker Bloom really useful in this deck. Destroy an artifact, enchantment, or it can proliferate a counter on Helga. That's why it's here. Early gameplay. Authority of the Consuls is annoying, but not the worst thing in the world. I'm tempted to blow that up before it gets out of control. But Shadow Spear is bad as well. Trample is a problem. Let's play this as blue. You know what? I think we'll play the Dryad. She's going to gain a life here. But we are going to take out the Authority before it becomes a problem. And we'll swing with Canker Bloom. Get in for 3 while we can. Pitiless Pontiff. Second other creature gains indestructible. Okay, so aristocrat strategies. Breeding Pool. I think we are gonna pay the life and get the Beast Whisperer out. I think we're going to swing in because I think if he blocks with the Pontiff, I'm pretty happy with that trade. But I don't want to lose the Canker Bloom because I think I'm going to blow up the Shadow Spear next turn before that becomes a problem. Although having the Canker Bloom on board is just nice. Pontiff now at 3/3. Okay. I think we can play Helga here. I draw a card. And I think we just sit back. No attacks. Our attacks aren't profitable. I've got this Stony Strength, so we can surprise them with a combat trick if we need to. Of course, that's more for triggering Helga. Henny is an interesting one. Free sack outlet is always a little bit scary. So swinging in, I think we're going to pass the blockers. Are we going to block here? So there's a... We can. Not very profitably. We can block Edgar with Canker Bloom and sack it to blow up the Shadow Spear. You know what? I like that plan. No point taking any more than we need to. I think for 4 damage we're going to destroy an artifact. Gonna put a counter on your Henny. And pass the damage. Taking some damage here. We're gonna get extra use out of this Baser as well. Looking at it, do we want to expel the Interlopers for 3 here? I think we do. I think with this the way it is, I think we just go for... I think we go for 2. We're going to lose the Beast Whisperer, but we're not going to get rid of your Henny is the problem. You know what? No, I think it's worth it. I think we get rid of the Pontiff. Wasn't the greatest turn for us. I'm gonna swing in. Hit them for one when we can. Path to exile is a problem. But I think we're just gonna have to accept it. I'm gonna search for a basic land. This Baser is gonna do some work for us next turn though. I think we get a forest here. Put her in the command zone. Yeah, Henny is a problem. Creation of Amazon's going to search for the best can, just death. That's another problem. I feel like we're behind here. Stride. We'll just play Helga and the Aspirant, I think. Play a little bit of Aspirant. Let's come out, we're going to put a counter on Helga. Which is a slightly better blocker. Atonement. Don't love it. 1/1 lifelink. I think we've got to be careful of a combat trick though, haven't we? I think we just take this 6. Don't love it. Draw a land. I'm going to play Baser. Hell the mighty. I don't mind this now. We've got some blockers. Don't really have many cards in hand. I think combat we're going to put a counter on the Aspirant itself, just to make it a little bit of a better blocker against those 1/1s. Egg is back. Ooh, Oject. That's not good. We might be in another Felden Mighty position here. The problem is your Henny. Don't have much exile, because I actually don't own Path to Exile on Arena or Swords to Plowshares, so they are not in the deck. Could be in some trouble here. No attacks. Those are our turn. Gargaroth, excellent blocker. Draw some card. There's a forest. Don't fall. To play a forest. Got 2 untappers, but nothing to spend the mana on currently. We have to pass. We're going to make one of these fish a slightly better blocker as well. We want them to trade with these 2/2s. And that turn. Land tax is going to resolve, as is Twilight Prophet. This Twilight Prophet could kill us. Probably not now, but with the combination of their attack, maybe. Forward Legion, another tutor. I'm gonna pass to attackers. Where's your attack? Your henny. Couple of the 2/2s. All swinging in. Where's your attack? Right, okay. So I think we're gonna pass the blockers. We're gonna block here. We're gonna block here. Block here. I think we want to keep the aspirant around actually. I think we have to block your henny. This fish is going to be your henny bait. Basic can block another one of these 2/2s. We're going to go to blockers. Gargaroth is blocking, so we are going to make a beast, I think, because we're going to lose some creatures here. Activating this Tirith. We are going to make Elder Gargaroth be able to profitably block this Ojetach, sorry. And we'll resolve this Minas Tirith. Wasn't great, but I think we've come up pretty well from that. The Yahenni is a problem. It's a real problem. It's a good thing we got rid of that Shadow Spear early on. That was not a good draw. I think we will play this Arcane Signet because we might as well. The Bloodline Keeper is a problem. We'll go to combat. Aspirant's going to trigger, make sure I can profitably block things. I think we passed the turn. We can't really put any pressure on here. Land tax and the profit. 2 damage. Here's that Bloodline Keeper. Is he going to transform it straight away? He might. If he does, we could be in some trouble here. Let's go to attackers. Just a Forerunner and Helga, which is interesting. I think we'll go to blockers. Block here. Block here. Let's gain 3 life this time. Because we are losing life off that profit. Okay, Railway Brawler. I think we'll plot that. Not going to use it yet. See, Yahenni doesn't have trample, so we can block it pretty comfortably. I think we go to combat. I think we are gonna lose the Gargaroth anyway. So let's swing with the Gargaroth and get a 3/3. Or do we want more action? No, I think we want the 3/3. Just gonna block with your Henny, I assume. Then I think we are going to fell the mighty. We don't want to get messed around with the... He drops that down. If he gets rid of Edgar, that becomes 4, that becomes 4. So I think we need to do it for 3. I think we're going to do it for the Luminarch Aspirant. I'm not going to fall into that trap again. We are going to lose Helga, but we can recast her. We get rid of most of the problems. Your Henny's going to get some counters. We don't really care. Vein Ripper could be a problem. Flyer. Doesn't ever reach the Railway Brawler, but it's not that big. Could trade with it with the Stony Strength. We're going to go to blocks. We're going to block there. Because we have to. Vein Ripper's going to do some damage to us. And he's going to get some more counters. We are far behind in this game. Draw a card. Land is not what we wanted to see. We're going to replay Helga. Play the Railway Brawl. Into the Cosmos could be very useful. We're going to go to combat. Put a counter on the Brawler. And that can at least block the Ripper. Right. Those triggers are going to resolve. Past it, attackers. See what he does. He's going to swing out. It's not ideal. I feel like there's tricks on the horizon here. Right, we're going to block here. Block here. Block here. And block here. I managed to get rid of the Vein Ripper at least. So that was dead anyway. Almost. $39 life our opponent's on. He's going to transform his god. And if we don't draw something big here, I think that is game. Starfall Invocation is almost it. I think we're going to get the card. He's not activated Yahenni, interestingly. Did he just forget? I think he did, you know. That'll be our turn, but I mean, I've got to be pretty happy with it, to be honest. He's got Yahenni back, okay. Yahenni does have haste. I think that's us dead. Unfortunately. I believe this was transformed, so... That's an alchemy card. What's he got? Faith's Fetters. Yeah, that'll be it. Good game. We fall, but we put up a fight. I think we were resilient in that one. Right, game 3, 4, 3? I lost count. We're up against Zazada. I think that's not keepable. We've got a lot of white cards and no white mana. It's slightly better, but no blue. I think we're going to go to 6. I'm not going down any further. At least we've got some things we can cast. We'll put the angel on the bottom. We'll lead off with a forest. Leap in ambush, Thalia's Lancers, Broodmoth. Create 1/1, okay. Well, he's not going to be blocked for a while, so I'm not going to worry about that. Take one from this goblin. That's my turn. Okie dokie. Let's draw. Let's try and bait out a kill spell here. Play the Humble Naturus, see if it survives. It's possibly just as a shock in hand or something. And we'll get around the Humble Naturalist and Helga, because they're both 1/3s. But if it's a lightning strike or something, we might be able to. We might be trying to play a tempo game and take this out for us. Chandra's Spitfire. Okay. So it's ours. Go to my turn. Right. I think we might play the Moth first, so we can guarantee keeping Helga. Yes, we will. It's also a blocker for the Spitfire. No attacks. Make a dwarf, make treasure. Dwarves love treasure. Tolkien classic. Back to our turn. Right. I think we'll play Helga. And that's turn. We have this cut short and a leap and ambush. Do 3 damage to it. I think we will protect Helga here. It's very important to our game plan, so. Or maybe that was a bit of a punt, actually. I could have let it die and just got brood-mouthed. Here comes Zada. Let's see what he's got for us. Nothing is the answer. Okay. Well, let's play this pathway. Let's play the Lancers. Don't want to tap like that. We're going to tap Helga. Yeah, we want to keep a white open. Cut short. Lancers is going to find us something. I think we are going to go for Shall I? No attacks past the 10. Could be a big turn for the opponent here. He's got his Zarda, he's got a couple of creatures. In an ideal world, this is a Path to Exile or Swords to Plowshares, but I don't love that. That is a problem. There's nothing we can really do about it. That's why the Shalai is so useful. Because he would have had to do that to Shalai. So let's play a land. Let's play Hullbreaker Horror. Do we just keep it up? If we play Hullbreaker Horror, we do still have enough to cut short. So we don't have enough to Shalai. I think we just are going to pass the turn and flash in this Hullbreaker Horror when we need to. That's exactly what we wanted to happen, I think, really. Let's go to blockers. Let's block here. Let's block here. Let's block here. 3 blockers. Resolve. I'll flash in a Hullbreaker. Cast cut short. We are gonna return. I think Helga's the one we want to keep around the most. I think we're gonna bounce this goblin. Not sure how I could have done that realistically without getting all those triggers. This is going to be a bit of a wipeout. The Lancers has Fair Strike, which is useful. But we have a Hullbreaker Horror on board now. Let's play lands. We can't afford Helga and Shalai. We're just going to play Helga. We're going to return the Spitfire. And we're going to play the Knight of Autumn. Make him use all his mana. Knight's going to gain his 4 life. I'm going to swing with the Horror. This Hullbreaker Horror might be hard for our opponent to deal with in mono red. Spitfire's back. Just going to draw a card off a clue. Let Slickshot show off. Standard All-Star. He's got no mana left now. And if we can get a bit lucky off the draws from Helga, we might be able to bounce a good couple of things here. Show-off's getting in for 1. It's fair enough. Voracious Hydra, nice. Let's play Shall. Let's bounce the Spitfire. We can Voracious Hydra, kill the Show-Off, bounce the Dwarf. Or we could just make a really big body. I think I like making the really big body more. So we can do it for 1, 2, 4. Yeah, we're gonna bounce the Show-Off, make him use his mana. We are gonna double the counters. When I go to combat, I think probably don't want to sacrifice the knight. He is going to block up the dwarf. Going to get rid of Shall. I think he kind of had to. I might just Hullbreaker, undercover operative this Hullbreaker Horror next turn. Death's back. Show-Off's in. We'll play a land. We will, I think, copy the Horror. I'll try and bounce the Show-Off. If we play Bloomburrow, we can bounce the Tinge straight and we will have a lethal on board. Undercover operative is going to become a copy of Hullbreaker Horror. I'll play the Bloomburrow. She's going to bounce Cadets and bounce a Clue. Will proliferate on everything we can. And we'll go to combat and swing with everything. I think that is lethal. It is. Victory. Well, that's the end of the video. This was Helga Skittish Seer in Brawl on Arena. Hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like. Please subscribe. It's free. Helps the channel out immensely. If you enjoy watching me, watching what I do, follow me on Instagram at @the_chattering, on X at @m_the_chattering. I'll see you next time, and goodbye.